Hi friends, today I want to talk about terminal diagnosis. What is a terminal diagnosis? That term, I actually had to have it in writing because I want to read from accurate sources what it means. A terminal diagnosis or terminal illness is an illness or a condition which cannot be cured and is likely to lead to someone's death. Now, I'll interject there and say it cannot be cured medically and is likely to lead to death. This is one source. Another source says terminal illness or end-stage disease is a disease that cannot be cured adequately or cannot be treated adequately and is expected to result to the death of the patient. This term is more commonly used for progressive diseases such as cancer, dementia, advanced heart disease, COPD, that's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and there's many other diseases, Parkinson's, Huntington's. There's very many diseases that fall under the category of progressive. What the word progressive means is that that disease is expected to get worse over time. It can get worse either quickly or slowly, depending on many factors, which one of the main ones is getting treatment as quickly as possible. Now, I really want to focus on getting treatment as quickly as possible or preventative. It's really important to have regular medical checkups. Now, I understand some countries, some systems are not set to remind you to go and see your doctor once a year. And there's many situations where people are not gonna go see the doctor because people are struggling to put food on the table to begin with. And I talk this way because I'm from Kenya, and so I know some of the situations there are pretty difficult. But if you are able to see a doctor once a year, it's a matter of making it a priority. Is it possible to cut out something out of your life so that you can see the doctor once a year? And when you go to see the doctor once a year, don't just have the doctor look at you and tell you, oh, you're doing great. And here is why. Some of these progressive diseases like cancer, people say and people know that cancer can be very, very painful. But the one thing you need to know about cancer is that it's the most silent killer. By the time it starts to be painful, it's too late. But many friends, many people I have heard say, I went to the doctor and they did the tests and they caught cancer. But it was at the very beginning, so they were able to treat it. They were able to, whether it's to do radiation or do operation and take out a tumor, whatever the situation, it was able to be treated adequately, quickly, and the person was cancer-free. Why? Because they have been doing preventative visits. So when you go for these visits, ask the doctor to do tests, blood work, check electrolytes, check various things that they can check through blood work. And if there is any cause for alarm, follow up with more testing. Because it's easier to treat something if it's caught early than if it's caught too late. So one of the things is preventative. See the doctor, make it a point, make it a priority. Unfortunately, none of us know. So we can't say I live a healthy life, I eat very well, all those things. They don't count, because some of the diseases can be hereditary, they can be passed down through genes or other conditions. We just don't know. So it's important to not throw out doctors' visits once a year because you are living a healthy life. Okay, that's preventative. And then early treatment. You know, if something is caught early, let's say like dementia, if it's caught early, there's medications out there to slow the progress, so somebody can actually live longer and with more quality of life if it's caught sooner than later. Same to heart diseases, COPD. There are many diseases. If it's caught early, there's medication to slow the progression of the disease. That way the person is able to live longer as well as have better quality of life. So will terminal diagnosis kill a person? If nothing else happens to intervene, yes. I have known people who have had pancreatic cancer, stage 4, put on hospice, and they became better. And one person I remember that came back to hospice after 10 years with something completely different was on hospice 10 years prior to that with pancreatic cancer. God cured this man. So there's miracles. Most people, when the doctor tells you you have a terminal disease, there's nothing else we can do, what I can tell you is the doctor is not an evil person. Those doctors love you. Doctors are people who have signed up for a difficult profession because they get to tell people this worst news. And every time a doctor is telling you this, they are heartbroken because these people have worked so hard to treat you. So they are not telling you because they hate you. They are telling you so that you can prepare and so that you can do other things different that need to be taken care of. But that's a different day. Today I just wanted to touch on what is a terminal diagnosis. And basically it's a disease in which if nothing else happens, it's going to lead to death. And like I said earlier, this can go very quickly or it can progress slowly depending on many factors. So I will continue to explore this. I especially want to talk on issues of terminal diagnosis and faith because that is the biggest complication I have encountered in my chaplaincy practice of 18 years is the crossroad between dealing with terminal diagnosis, faith, prayer, and that, family. So this is something I'm going to continue exploring. Share these videos. Let's talk about this because especially with going through the journey with my mom, I have learned a lot, especially in Kenya. It's shocking and it's sad. So I'm gonna continue to talk about more things. So join me and let's continue this journey, because if you learn and take care of yourself and also learn how to take care of your loved ones, there's just so much that I want to talk about, because all things are possible. Where there is a way, there is a will. And so let's continue to explore this and see how we can change our attitudes and our life. May the Lord bless you.